Well, hey guys, what's up? It's been almost a week since the Kettle 100. Just kind of try to unpack it a little bit. If you've listened to my podcast, you know that I did not finish. I had to stop at 100K, 65 miles. I'm still really disappointed from it all. This was one of the most unique experiences I've had during a race, and I want to bring you guys along and show you what happened. So the first thing I needed to figure out was how many drop bags I needed, where they were going to be, and approximately when in the race I was going to see each of them. Drop bags here, ready to go. All my race gear is in here. I like to keep it all together. And in here we just got a bunch of drinks and snacks and stuff, a bunch of LaCroix. And that's it. I'm getting on the road now. Friday afternoon traffic. Since I still have about 3 hours to go. Got up to 90 when I was going through downtown. That was miserable.
In 600 feet, turn right.
Okay, we made it. We are at Packet Pickup. There it is. Whew. Yeah. 6 miles.
Okay, perfect. So we've got everything.
All right. Who took 56?
Somebody else got it?
That shouldn't have happened.
Thanks. So, good to go.
Good to go. I'm going to make it so.
All right, thanks. What's up, man? We're checking into the hotel, and then we're going to find some food, probably a Mexican restaurant or something. That's my tradition. I always eat Mexican food before a race. All right. Made it to the hotel. We're crashing. Be at the trailhead in like 30 minutes. All right, here we are. Woo! It's crazy. There's so many people here right now. I need to do some warm-ups. I just lost John. There's John. All right, have a good race. Yeah, you too. See ya. That's in a minute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Miles in 25 minutes, 24 minutes. And this is still really crowded. In 3 miles, 36 minutes, 12-minute pace. A few of these little hills. First aid station, 5 miles in. Sorry. going. Filled up water and got 1 bottle Unived electrolyte right now. So I don't know, feeling fine. Just hot and humid. Hour and 15 minutes. Feeling really good. Like nothing's wrong with my knee so far. I'm averaging 12:30 per mile. Someone also just said that we just made it through the hilly section of the course, which was like nothing. So we'll see. 480 feet of gain so far. So far things are good. I'm just wet, sweaty, it's humid. Forecast change yet again. Apparently the high is now 78 and there's supposed to be thunderstorms in the afternoon. So that'll be fun. All right, hour and a half in. Just took my first gel. Caramel Unived. Man, these bugs are kind of bad right here. Yeah, we're 7.5 miles in and it looks like this is just a road crossing. Oh, there's the aid station. What's up, Tommy? How's it going, man? How you doing? Man? Good, good. You This is madness.
Sailing on your right, food to your left.
How's it going? Good.
Having fun?
Having some fun, yep. Gary, what's up, man?
Hey!
How you doing?
Great, how are you?
Yeah.
Great to see you!
Yeah, man. Yeah, there's nothing here that I need. Just fill up some water, that's it. Back out. We're at 13.3 miles, 2 hours and 55 minutes. It's starting to rain. So, it'd be nice to cool off a little bit. Alright, we're coming up to Emma Carlin. It's like 15.5 miles. This aid station is like a big party right now. I do have a drop bag here, but I'm not going to grab anything except for I have socks in a bag. I'm not going to change socks though, right? Just yet, because we got some water coming up. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is nuts. Woo. Drop bag. Woo. Starting to rain. There it is.
No crew out here for you?
No, no crew right now. All right, good to go.
We were on the other side of the line, but on the...
What we got? It's going that way?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This isn't much of anything.
Oh, wow. That's
There's
awesome.
lightning in the area, but
Cool.
it's nothing, so.
That's awesome.
All right, hang in there.
All right. Thanks, man.
See ya.
See you around. Here is the mud. Oh, boy. Grabbed 2 more gels, 2 more electrolyte mix. Grabbed a pair of socks in a baggie in case things really start to fall apart with my feet. Oh. We're cruising almost 16 miles. Feeling really good, really good. The tape on my knee is starting to come off a little bit though, which is sort of frustrating. I think it's just because the drive yesterday was so hot and I was sweating so bad. I should have probably just taped this morning. Well, this is it. This is the prairies. Right now I'm having a lot of fun. That aid station was awesome. Really pumped you up. All right, 4 hours in, 18.3 miles. Pace is still hovering right around 13 minutes, 13:10 per mile. Feeling fine. I'm able to keep eating and drinking, so that's good. We're back in the prairies. Feet are soaked. And this is gonna be fun. It's really muddy right here. Almost 20 miles in. Feeling good. Starting to get a little tired. I just hit 5 hours, 23.5 miles. Still right at a 13-minute pace. That's amazing. Taking a third Unived gel. Salted caramel. Whoa! Look at this view. GoPro probably doesn't do it justice, but it's beautiful out here. The Highway 67 aid station. What's up, man?
You need anything?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna keep moving.
Awesome, you're looking
Yeah.
good. Keep it up.
See ya.
See you in the next class.
Yeah.
I told them just to pull in.
Just saw Gary again. That was awesome. Just moving through aid stations quick. That was where I was thinking about changing socks, but I don't know. There's only 5 miles until my next drop bag, so that aid station was kind of wild. So I think I'm gonna wait. I do have socks in my bag. All right, just hit 25 miles. Right at 5 hours and 30 minutes. Got this a quarter of the way down. Man, just look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm feeling good. Starting to get a little hot. All right, just hit 30 miles, 6 hours and 42 minutes. It's getting hot. Feels good to have hit 30 miles. So far the knee is holding up fine. It's my feet that are kind of the problem. Just cramping a little bit. All right, at the Scuppernong aid station. Can you get my bag?
Yeah, I know. I've been kidding you.
So just to walk you guys through a little bit of it, you know, the first 50K started out really great. It was warmer than it felt like. It got up into the high 70s, but it was kind of like cloudy and rained a lot, so it didn't really feel too hot. It felt actually really cool, which was probably the biggest problem I had because I was just running too fast throughout the morning. Like I've said several times, my pace was hovering around 13 minutes and that was just too fast. Like that was on pace to do like a sub 22-hour 100 miler. There's no way. I wasn't ready for that. I have no idea why I was actually running that fast. You know, there was a thought of, oh my gosh, I feel good. Like maybe I can finish like sub 24. Maybe this is gonna be just like one of those magical days where everything falls in place and I just have a great race. Looking back on it, I really should have pulled the pace back. I had no business going that fast with the lack of training from this IT band. It's been 6 weeks of almost no training, just doing physical therapy. What was I thinking? I have no idea. Picking a pace and sticking with it and having a plan and following your plan, and I just got caught up in the day. It was a good learning experience because I will hopefully never do that again. All right, made it out of Scuppernong. Got a ton of food from my drop bag. I've got it in my pack. I didn't eat anything at the aid station, but I've got a ton of stuff that I packed. A bunch of Univet gels and electrolyte mix and some ultra butter, which I'm super excited about eating. It's gonna start raining again soon, which will be nice because it's been so hot and humid. Just needs to open up and rain a little bit. 8 hours. Just went through a bit of a low spot, and I was low on calories, under 14-minute pace. Coming up to aid station right at 39.5 miles. Starting a thunderstorm right now. And we got the prairie section right here, so this is gonna be interesting.
A lady came through and I'm like, what do you need?
Water. I'm taking a chance on being burrito. It's cold. I'd be okay if that lightning stayed over there. This is definitely getting interesting. There's so much thunder and lightning. It's still off in the distance that way, but this is wild. And here's the rain. It's gonna be pouring in about 5 seconds. Feels amazing. The storm is starting to get pretty serious. There's lightning strikes all over the place. I think we got about 3 more miles before we get back into the woods. These prairies, kind of scary. So I'm at 45 miles. I'm hurting a lot right now. I don't know what it is. I'm having some serious problems. My knee is killing, and I'm also getting like really lightheaded. It's bad. I don't know. So around like 42 miles, 45 miles, I really stopped processing food. It was really bad, like kind of made it through the storm. And I think what probably happened was I was running too fast for the first couple hours, and then it started to rain. And then there was that thunderstorm right in the prairies. And I was trying to run quick through the prairies to get through them and back into the woods. Because this thunderstorm was actually pretty scary. Like there was lightning striking around everywhere. That was probably the time that really hurt me the most, because it was still warm, like it wasn't cold. And I was running just too fast through that area. Made it to the 48-mile Emma Carlin aid station and was just beat down. I had put myself in a bad place right there. Right about then was when my stomach started to shut down, I think. Probably somewhere in the prairies right there during the thunderstorm. Wasn't able to recover my stomach, which was a really frustrating thing because I've never had this happen to me. Normally at aid stations I can feast like the whole time. It caught me by surprise. I just wasn't able to eat anything. So that was pretty much when I knew that I had to get my stomach back on track. Just hit 50 miles, 12 hours and 20 minutes. I'm hurting bad. I'm not processing food. I'm dizzy. Been in a tough spot for like 10 or 12 miles. Just waiting to break out of it. Okay, update time. I just sat at the last aid station for 30 minutes trying to get my stomach to calm down. Then I tried to take a gel and basically puked at the first taste of it. I sat there and I drank a bunch of Coke, I drank a bunch of ginger ale, I started eating Tums at that point and just couldn't get anything back on track. My stomach was just a mess. I was doing everything I was supposed to do and it wasn't coming back. I'm hurting. My overall pace has dropped to 15:30, which I'm not terribly concerned with because as soon as I started missing the 24-hour, I was just like, okay with whatever gets me a finish. I started getting sick. I haven't been able to eat anything. That compounded with my knee is making this really slow going. Still feel like if I breathe heavy right now, I'm gonna throw up. This is not so good right now. We're in a bad place. So I started walking again, and pretty much after 50 miles, I pretty much just walked the whole rest of the race. I sat down again at about 60 miles and just took another 30 minutes and really tried to do the same thing. Drank a bunch, ate as much as I could, I really tried again, gave it everything I could to get my stomach back on track. And as soon as I stood up and walked out of that aid station, I just threw everything back up. I feel like things were going okay. It was just my stomach. I couldn't eat anything. All right, so I'm at 61 miles, 16 and a half hours. I'm really struggling. It had been about 8 hours since I'd eaten anything, and I was just like zapped. I was falling asleep, walking like I was on a different planet completely. I'm like stumbling and falling asleep. People were walking by me saying hi, like people that knew me, and I was just like, I was not recognizing them. Like I was just in a really bad place. I knew then that was the end. This was the end of my race, and I was just crushed. Like I was so disappointed. This is the end right up here. I'm walking it in. Well, that's all she wrote. Didn't make it. The Midwest Super Slam is over, I guess. So that was it. I think you could see the clock there. It was 17 hours and 42 minutes. I had less than 18 minutes to sit, and my feet were soaked. Like I needed to change my shoes and socks if I was going to go back out. I needed to eat. My head was not there. Grabbed some food and I sat down. I just started eating as much as I could, and then time expired. They closed it down and you weren't allowed to leave. So that was when my race ended, right there. And it sucked. All this work I had put into this. They dropped me down to the 100K and counted me as a finisher of the 100K, but I was not gonna be considered a finisher of the Midwest Super Slam, and that was just crushing. Like everything I had been working towards this year, and the door just closed right there. But this never was about me getting my name on some website. This was about me running 500-mile races in 1 year. So I'm gonna continue it. I'm not stopping. I have 1 week until the Mohican 100. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna give it everything. I'm gonna have a much smarter plan. I'm gonna do my best and keep it slow from the beginning. I think the big thing, like the Kettle Moraine, it just felt like a track meet. I mean, it was just rolling hills, really flat, like the trails were really groomed. I was just going too fast. So Mohican, I'm gonna have a much better plan. I figured out I was averaging only about like 100 to 150 calories an hour for the first like 10 hours of the race while I could eat. I'm gonna be trying to average more like 200 calories an hour. So I'm not putting myself in a really bad place again. I'm gonna go do this. I am going to go out to the Mohican and I'm gonna give it everything I've got. I'm gonna get this monkey off my back. I made some big mistakes at the Kettle 100. I paid for them by not being able to finish. You know, I've learned a lot from Kettle, and it's gonna make me a stronger runner in the future. And that's really what this year is all about, is about pushing the limits and challenging myself, learning about myself. You know, I've always said that we can do hard things, and that's what this year is about. So I'm not stopping. 7 days to the Mohican 100. If you haven't listened to my podcast, go check that out. I'll put a link to it below, where I really get in depth on how I felt about this race and really provide a lot more of the backstory of everything. I'd be honored if you went and checked that out, listen to it on your long run or something. I'm gonna finish editing this video and upload it so you guys can watch it. Thanks again for following along, and I will see you soon. Bye.